A build that can do everything as a guard and as a center. Dunk on everybody no matter what. Shoot the ball as if he has a 99 3-pointer and still play defense at the highest level possible on the court. We're in the end game. Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy JFO back at it again with another build video. In today's build video, I have you guys with my endgame 6'8" point center build, and this build is actually super good. I know we're coming to the end of the 2K cycle, but I just had to drop this build for y'all. So make sure you all leave a like, subscribe, and without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump into the build. Position, you want to go ahead and go center, 6'8" on the height with a 7'4" wingspan. Now also pairing this with a 260 on the pounds, you're going to go ahead and be able to give you that 99 rebound on the build, which we're going to need at 6'8". Going into the finishing here, we're going to only touch one thing, and that's the driving dunk. We're going to go and upgrade this driving dunk to a 91, which will allow us to go ahead and put our first 5 cap breakers on it to go ahead and get it to 96. And with 96, that allows us to get Hall of Fame posterizer along with the best dunk animations in the game. And when I'm slashing the build, I'm getting crazy contact dunks, whether it's me from actually slashing, getting lobs, or even going for putbacks. I'm getting the contact dunk basically every single time, and that's just a huge threat on the court for you and your team. Moving into the shooting now, we're going to go and give ourselves an 85 on the mid-range and then a 78 3-pointer. This allows us to get access to the silver badges of Silver Deadeye and Silver Set Shot, along with the best jump shots in the game. And now if you're on a pick and pop, or even being able to do a snatch back into a shot, you guys will be able to go ahead and knock it down, and you're going to be able to shoot very high on this build. Now going into the free throw, since I play rec, I go ahead and go with a 65, and I've had builds with higher and even lower, and honestly 65 I hit super consistent, so I'm knowing you guys can too. As a center, you got to be able to pass the ball, and honestly having it at an 87 is going to be perfect for your team. 87 gives you access to that gold break starter and gold dimer, and honestly as soon as you get a rebound, you're able to just go ahead and throw it down to your teammates and go ahead and get an easy bucket in transition on the rec, or even in the threes, whatever you guys play. Now also moving into the ball handle now, we're going to go ahead and get an 80 ball handle, which this allows us to get access to every good dribble move that we need from a 6'5" to 6'9" height, and 80 is a sweet spot, right? It gives you access to Devin Booker's aggressive move, the pro combo moves, and you can even use the basic escape speed boosting to go ahead and get yourself open as well. So you're going to be able to put the ball on the floor against your opponent. Now pairing that with a 60 speed with ball for Zion dribble style, and of course having Hall of Fame strong handles, most of the time you're going to be guarded by a 7-footer with very low perimeter, so it's going to be easy time just to dribble and get yourself a bucket for your team. Jumping into the defense now, and we have a 77 interior. Now I've had builds with higher, like an 88 and stuff like that, and I just wasn't getting as much stops as I should. But with this 77 one, I'm getting absolutely so many stops on the footers and even 7-3s in the paint whenever they just try to go up on me. Now I only have bronze post lockdown, and honestly it's surprising that I do get as many stops as I do. Now pairing that with go ahead and get a 62 on our perimeter defense. This does give us access to a movable enforcer, and pretty much as a center all you're going to need is 62, as you won't be on the perimeter as much. Now if you are, 62 does get you that contest that you need, even if you are helping out on your teammates to help a defender. Moving into the block here, we're going to go and bump this up to an 88, which will allow us to go ahead and get gold high flying denier, and as well as silver paint patroller, which we'll talk about more in a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to put 4 cap breakers here to move this 88 to 92, which will give us access to Hall of Fame high flying denier, and then next season with the last cap breaker that we're going to get, we're going to bump it up to a 93 for gold paint patroller. Now as of right now with the 92, I'm getting some insane blocks on the build, whether it be chase down, snatch blocks, or me just playing defense in the paint to go ahead and get some stops for the team. I'm getting some crazy good block animations. Now we're going into the rebound, and of course you are a center after all, so you have to be able to grab boards for your team, and a 75 offensive rebound basically gives you all the O boards that you will need as a thing. Now personally I go for a lot more putback dunks as I can. Now if I don't get the putback dunks, me having that high rebound does still get me in position in case I do get a layup or a close shot type of putback. It gets me in position to go ahead and still grab an offensive rebound for the team and set up a better shot for my squad. Now also pairing that with a 94 on the defensive rebound, and using our +5 cap breakers here to go ahead and get it to a 99. This will give us access to Legend Rebound Chaser, Hall of Fame Box Out Beast, and of course Legend Pogo whenever we touch our vertical. Now again, like I said, I go for a lot of putbacks. Now obviously pairing the 75 and 99 rebound with a 96 dunk, pretty much a lot, like 4 to 5 of my rebounds come from just putbacks alone, so that's going to help my squad from getting buckets and even second chance points. Lastly, moving into the physicals now, having an 80 speed and a 65 agility on the build is going to make us a lot more fast enough than a lot of our footers that we're going to be guarded by. So going for a backdoor, or even just going ahead and just running from just dribbling, or even after a rebound and you're just going up court, you guys will be able to move a lot faster than the rebound, the other big man, to go ahead and get an easy bucket for your team in transition, or just an easy cut from behind them. Moving into strength, we're going to go and bump this up to an 89, which allows us to use our last 2 cap breakers that we have to go ahead and get it to a 91 for that gold brick wall. Now personally, I go ahead and use Fortress Takeover on the build to go ahead and get even better screens for my guard, but also I use my Max +1 tier 2 badge to go ahead and get my gold brick wall all the way up to Hoff, which helps the screen even more if I don't have my blockade takeover. And finally, moving into my vertical, to go to an 88 on the vertical. That allows us to get our legend pogo stick, as well as getting all our contact dunks that we need with a 96 dunk, which, speaking of that, I go ahead and use my Max +1 tier 1 to get legend posterizer to help out those contact dunks anyway. Here's the shades of on the build and the build name, which I do love the fact that it's called a 3-level scoring point center, so that does help out a lot of the stuff. Now, of course, let's go ahead and jump into my animations real quick, and we'll end off right there of the video. Alright, so here's my animations right here. As you guys can see, all of my playmaking, my motion style, all that good stuff. Here you go. If y'all want to see a dunk package, let me know down in the comments. I will drop the dunk package in a video. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. That's the build. That's everything else, man. I hope you all did enjoy it. It's been your boy J-Fo, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.